Yes, guys, welcome back to Kossi's Arsenal podcast. Welcome back to another segment of Arsenal news. Now, on the last video, I asked you whether we had a willing seller in the potential takeover, and the answer was no. We didn't have it, a willing buyer. We had a willing buyer, but we didn't have a willing seller. Reports have also indicated now that Kroenke has spoken to the board, and they have, he's told them he doesn't have hopes of selling Arsenal. We're gonna be discussing that and more. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. I want to make content for the first 50,000 subscribers, and I want us to get there as soon as possible. So we're gonna be discussing that. Kroenke says he is not selling. Where do we go from here? So according to James Ole, senior writer at ESPN FC, he said that Arsenal director Josh Kroenke has told the club staff that Kroenke Sports Enterprises will not entertain any offers to sell the Gunners. To sell the Gunners, as Spotify owner Daniel Ek prepares takeover bid. Sources have told ESPN. Ek is heading into a consortium including three former Arsenal players: Thierry Henry, Patrick Vieira, Dennis Bergkamp, with plans to test KSE's resolve amid fan protests reignited by the collapsed European Super League proposal. Stan Kroenke's son Josh appeared at an online fans forum event last Thursday, where he had stated KSC had no intentions of selling, and sources who have told ESPN that message was reiterated on the internal call with around 350 staff held via Microsoft Teams on Tuesday afternoon. So, okay, let's first finish the article before we speak much about what is going on. During the 50-minute call, which also included Ghana's chief executive Vinay, Kroenke spelled out their unwillingness to even consider an approach for any interested parties, that they are committed to the club and want to help the club compete for major trophies again. He also underlined that their intent to help provide fresh funds this summer to help the manager Mikel rebuild the first team squad. KSE funded the 45 million deal to sign Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid last summer, and Kroenke indicated they are willing to inject further more money to pursue new signings, despite expecting to lose in excess of 100 million in 2021 season as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. In March, the Gunners declared a loss of 47.8 million for the 2019-2020 season after tax, which was affected by COVID-19, and last year made 55 non-playing staff redundant, in addition to cutting back on the club's scouting network. There is also 220 million worth of debt on the Emirates Stadium, which is covered by KSE, but they told staff that the wider economic climate will not prevent further investment. Sources have told ESPN that X Consortium could make an offer within the next 2 weeks, with Forbes valuing the Gunners at just 2 billion. Kroenke took full control of Arsenal in August 2018 after buying out rival shareholder Alisher Usmanov in a 550 deal, which valued the club at 1.8 billion. So we have gone through it. Everything Kroenke has said, we are not selling. They have reiterated the message. Of course, they had said that before. So it's not something new that they're saying now, that they are not selling. The question was, do we have a willing buyer? Yes. Do we have a willing seller on the other hand? The answer was no. We never had a willing seller. So Kroenke says in this statement that first and foremost, he's not selling. They do not want to even consider it. They don't want to think about it. Today, earlier on, I did a video, and I said that according to Charles White, according to David Onstein, it would take an astronomical bid It will take an astronomical bid to move the Kroenkes from their position, because they're on the wall. They're on the wall. They have it in their heart. We are not selling. We are not even considering it. At this point in time, they have made it a little bit official. They have told the staff and the board and all the board members that they will not be selling. And their reasons are, first and foremost, that they bought Thomas Partey in £45 million deal last summer. This summer, they want to back the club and the manager with more signings. My question in this video is there. Kroenke says he wants to invest more in Arsenal. Do you then let him stay, or he must go, whether he's going to invest or not? My answer, my opinion there is he needs to go. It's not all about the transfer window. And you can clearly see that he's feeling the pressure. We shall also look at one of the documents that I have suggesting that he's feeling the pressure. But you can see that he's feeling the pressure from the fans. That's why he's saying, we're going to invest some money in the summer. It clearly shows you that he knows now the fans are disinterested. They're against him. But he knows that if you want to get the mind of an Arsenal fan, if you want to get the mind of a football fan, you've got to give them that exciting summer. You've got to give them that's why he's promising an exciting summer that I don't think is going to happen, with 220 million debt, with the government, being one of the debtors. I think we have a government loan that should be paid, should have been paid off by now. Probably it should have been paid by April or May. You also have a 47 million loss. I don't see Arsenal really spending much money. But we need to talk about X pressure and the bid being public. Because according to Evening Standard, they are saying that Daniel X Arsenal takeover bid, Spotify founders' decision to go public, increases pressure on Stan Kroenke. I need to rehearse the name a little bit longer. The protest by Arsenal fans at the Emirates Stadium last Friday was in full swing when Spotify billionaire founder Daniel Ek tweeted he was ready to make an offer for the club from Stan Kroenke. The news of his interest in music is music to the ears of Arsenal supporters, particularly as Ek is serious about preparing a bid to test Kroenke's resolve. In teaming up with Arsenal legends Dennis Bergkamp, Patrick Vieira and Thierry Henry to aid his efforts, Ek has only strengthened his hand. Thousands stand up at the Emirates Stadium before Arsenal played against Everton last Friday, united in their belief a change of ownership is needed following the Super League fiasco. It is rare for any potential takeover to be played out in public, but his decision to do so will turn up the pressure on Kroenke. So now we have two interesting stories we have to deal with. The first one, Kroenke has made it official. He doesn't want to sell. He has said it again. I'm not selling. We are not even thinking about it that we shall sell. So he's made it very, very clear that they don't want to sell. The other is there's a lot of pressure on the Kroenkes to sell, because Daniel Ek has put his bid in public. He has the support of fans. He has the support of every footballing mind, not even just Arsenal, Arsenal people. He has the support of every footballing mind. So the question there is, where do we go from here? That's the biggest question. Where do we go from here? Kroenke doesn't want to sell. There's a lot of pressure on him, and I think what we need to do, or what needs to happen, is you need to keep the pressure on. You need to keep the pressure on. At some point in time, the Kroenkes will sell out, because there is no way you're going to lead a club with everything but hatred. Everyone hates you. The players don't believe in you. The ex-players don't believe in you. We've seen Ian Wright. We've seen the likes of Flamini. We've seen the likes of Thierry Henry. They don't believe in him. They don't believe in the Kroenkes. These statements that they're gonna invest in the club and back Mikel Arteta, they don't make sense. Where were you when we needed a lot of investment for the past 10 years? That's the big question. He took over Arsenal in 2018. Ever since 2018, the club is stuck. We are stagnant. We are dropping down lower and lower and lower. So for me, it doesn't make sense when he says he's going to invest. Why at this time? And I think Kroenke is a little bit unlucky. First and foremost, with all this COVID-19 fiasco, now you have him making less money, unless he's going to go down into his pocket and invest in the club. And look, even if he invests, he invests in the club right now, which I think would be a very bad idea, because if he buys players right now worth 100 million and the pressure goes down, he's going to repeat the same sequence again, not investing in us in the next 5 years. So it's better we deal with the problem. I know many people think Kroenke should buy players. That's the problem. For me, the Kroenke's being here is not all about buying players. The Kroenke's being here is all about the decisions we take as a football club. Imagine we let go of one of the best scouts. I think we had acquired him from Dortmund. Just forgetting his name. And then we let him go. What is his name? Someone tell me the name of that scout. We got him from Dortmund. So for me, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So the decisions Arsenal is going to take from this point in time will matter. If we decide for Kroenke to stay and get his money and buy players, in the next 5 years, what will happen? No one should blame. We shall blame our own selves. So Kroenke says he doesn't want to sell. For me, I think these are statements trying to scare away potential buyers. But if he receives the right bid, like we have seen today from the Telegraph, that if he receives a bid around 2 billion, he will take it. He will take it. Because what he needs is to get the money, go and invest in other ventures, not Arsenal, not football. He's not a football man. He's not an Arsenal man. That's the problem. He must clearly see now that he's here out of force. He's here by force. He's here because he has the money. He's not an Arsenal man. He doesn't feel it when the club doesn't qualify for Champions League. The pride of Arsenal doesn't matter to Kroenke. What matters to him is how much is Adidas giving us per year, how much is the club making out of TV rights. This money has been here with or without Kroenke, because Arsenal is a brand. It's ever since 1886. It's a brand that has been established ever since 1886. So it's now very clear that if you're looking at Kroenke as the backbone of Arsenal, it's wrong. He's not been in investing in us. He's not been giving the club money. He just needs to go. As simple as that. So I don't buy the idea of him saying that he wants to invest in the squad, give us money, It doesn't make sense for me. It doesn't make sense. So the question there is, why has he released this statement at this point in time? Why doesn't he want to even listen to potential buyers? Is it because he lacks the moral effect? Because that's a big question. So that's a big question. Does he lack the moral effect, or he actually doesn't want to sell because it's good for business that you have a club that gives you money without you investing? There's so many questions around that, and I want you guys to get involved and tell me what you think about it. Is Kroenke failing to sell because he doesn't feel the moral effect, doesn't feel the pressure? I don't know. Because for me, clearly, people want to see him out because they are tired of their club going down. They are tired of an owner who doesn't resonate with the ambitions of the club. That is why we want him out. That is why many people want him out. So nobody wants Kroenke out because of financial reasons. No. Actually, I don't know. Of course, we made the losses we made were courtesy of COVID-19. Before that, the club was self-sustaining. It was making its own money and everything. So we need, it's gonna be a very, very interesting journey to see where it ends. Football.London have written an interesting piece, and they have said the truth behind Daniel X Arsenal takeover plans and usurping Stan Kroenke or Kroenke. So they're saying that Daniel X proposed takeover of Arsenal is genuine, but KSE remain resolute in their refusal to sell the club at this stage. Football.London understands. The 38-year-old Swedish billionaire entrepreneur is the co-founder of music streaming platform Spotify, which with recent estimates suggesting his net worth is around $4.4 billion, which is around 3.17 billion pounds. Sources involved in the proposed takeover have told Football.London that the approach is serious, explaining that X seeks himself as the solution to the problem at the Emirates Stadium right now. So that's according to Football.London. The takeover is serious. The takeover plans and side is serious, and the refusal side is also serious. So it's now a battle. It's no longer will Kroenke leave. It's now a big battle. However much Kroenke looks like he has an upper hand in this one, because literally he has the money. He owns he has the money, he has the club in his hands, so he decides whether to sell or not. So for me, I think if Arsenal is going to take, is going to go back into the hands of the fans, Kroenke must be pushed away by force. It's gonna be the pressure that forces him to sell. Like Kave said, the pressure is being felt in these clubs, in these top 6 clubs, be it Manchester United, be it Tottenham, be it Arsenal, be it whatever kind of club that has been involved in the Super League. The fan pressure is being felt at the moment. The big question is, do we have enough pressure around to force them sell? Because one strike like this is not going to send Kroenke out. One bid that is 1.8 billion is not going to send Kroenke out. No. The pressure needs a lot. This takeover is something that could happen for months. Something that could happen, for around 5 months. Yesterday, I told you that, according to Sky, this is something that will take months of negotiation, months of bankers trying to put paperwork together to buy a club. It is very, very hectic. So for me, I'm not driven away by Kroenke's reaction. I told you, he has a business where he doesn't invest, so everybody expected him to say that. But that tells us how strong he is on his decision that he doesn't want to sell. We've got to keep up the pressure on and on and on and on. How are you doing, Bay Creates? Hope you're doing well. But they have been telling us that they are going to support the team, but all in vain. Yeah, and that is it. Saying that they're going to support the team at this point in time, it is an excuse. So then they're not. I don't believe they're saying that they're going to sell the club as a genuine way of trying to tell us we are here to support the club. Don't push us out. It's an excuse. They know they need a good reason as to why fans should back down. And the only reason right now, because we are going in the summer, the only reason they can give us is we're gonna support you. We are gonna support the club. That's the only reason they can give. That's the only reason. So in my opinion, I don't see Kroenke having another way out. However much he says he doesn't want to sell, the money has come on. So the money has come in. Someone is showing me something. What's that? This is from Saka. He says thanks for the support this season. I'm grateful and thankful to the London Awards for awarding me as young player of the year. Okay, so Bukayo Saka wins young player of the year, and That's something we also need to talk about, by the way. That's something we need to talk about. But I'm still talking about Kroenke. Just just in a minute, wrap up. Then we shall talk about Saka. Just in a minute, I think Kroenke is using an excuse of transfers. He wants to use transfers as an excuse. No, we are going to buy players. We are going to support the club. Don't force us out, because he has seen how fans can react and what it means for fans to react. So he has seen it. Now he knows. At the back of his mind, he knows if fans are out, if fans want me out, I will go. There is no other option. I will go. So what he has done is trying to blackmail the fans with a good transfer window, which he knows it's not gonna happen. It might not happen. It might not happen. But tell me your opinion. Do you think Kroenke should be staying to invest, or he should leave no matter what he tries to do? Always promising till when God and till when, oh God, we want to be great again. Of course, every Arsenal player wants to be great again. Thank you so much, bro. Who is watching Real Madrid and Chelsea today? I will be watching it. I'll be watching it, but not with I'll not do a watch along. He must go. He made a Russian billionaire fail to take over. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think that was the problem. That was the problem. If Alisher Usmanov was the owner of this club, because look at Everton and look at how great they are becoming. Probably I should tell James Alcott to do for me a video on how Everton became great again, because it's amazing how they have become great again. Thank you so much. That's the name, Mistalton. That's the name I was looking for. Yeah, Mistalton. Was he called Mistalton, something like that. A super, a super, transfer guy. And then look at what happened. He should not sell it. This is according to Don Nature. He said he should not sell it. What are your reasons for him not to sell? Why do you back Kroenke? Of course, since the fans should continue with the pressure to force Kroenke out. The trust is no more there. Exactly, and I think he knows. Emma says, is Julian Brandt joining? There have been rumors. There have been rumors of him joining. There have been rumors, strong rumors of him joining. So we need to wait and see, because it looks like we might not get the signature of Martin Odegaard. Kroenke must sell because we are tired of the naked lies. Look, I'm absolutely with you guys. That's my opinion. He's using an excuse of transfers. Where was he for 10 years when we failed to get in good players, but we sold our best players? That is it. He needs to go. There are no other thoughts about it. It's been a great show. Arsenal news now. That is what we have so far. Smash the like button. 200 likes is the target again for this one. For the whole of, I think, this month and May, we must hit 200 likes per video. Ayman says, what do you think about the 2024 Champions League format? I'm going to do a whole video about that. It's crap. It's crap. More games on players. It's crap. Why are you crying about the European Super League giving us more games, and then you have a factor format? UEFA, and I'll talk about. I'm going to do a video about this. I promise. What UEFA is doing is targeting more money. And that's why you saw them shouting all over, on top of their voices, when money was taken away from their mouths. You need to consider these players. There's too much of football. You have international breaks, players are playing football. You have UEFA Champions League, players are playing football. Europa League, Premier League, FA Cup. There's so many games. It's crap. What they're doing is they want more games, more TV money as UEFA. That is it. There's nothing else. It is not anywhere close to thinking about the fan. Thinking about the players. We are retarding season per season. This is Peterson. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. Arsenal has been retarding season in, season out. It doesn't make sense. He's going to buy big players. He's not going to sell it. He won't buy big players. Trust me. I also doubt he will sell. I don't think he will sell. But he's not going to buy big players. just to be very, very, very sure. He's not going to buy big players. When has Kroenke promised and delivered? Let us just ask ourselves that. When has he ever promised and delivered? He's a liar. He doesn't, he doesn't care about this football club. So don't expect him to buy more players. Don't expect him to buy more players. It's a lie. He might bring in players, but the quality won't be top. I think Arsenal don't need any more central attacking midfield. We do. Our midfield, Ceballos is going away. Odegaard might go away. He's on loan as well. So that leaves us with who? Guendouzi, Partey, and Daka in the midfield, and Emile Smith Rowe. We need two more creative midfielders. We need a central midfielder, and we also need a central attacking midfielder. So we need one Liverpool hub. Thank you so much, bro. He needs to go by post. I think that's the only way out. Thank you so much. Tande says he must let go and let people with heart for football take over. Thank you so much. Honest opinion. So simple. Donata says he bought us Thomas Partey. Good. He bought us Thomas Partey after losing Santi Cazorla, after losing Messi Ozil. We lost Van Persie. We lost Alexis Sanchez. We have lost so many players to compare it to one player that we have gained in the last season. It's been 10 years and it's only one player talking about, one player like this. The rest, it has been the club trying to push itself up. Take Keita, we don't need him anymore. This is the Liverpool hub says take Keita. My hands are hot. We don't need them anymore. Keita is a flop. Keita is a flop. I don't think he's a firepower. We need to make another striker. We need to make another strike, bro. What do you mean? Do you mean we need a striker? Do you mean we need a strike? Oh, I understand. I think we need strikes to be repetitive for the pressure to be hard. I don't think one strike will push Kroenke out. I think we need a couple of them. Yeah, you're right. Bro, that man is making us cry. I mean, if you compare Arsenal to the likes of Liverpool, the likes of City, the likes of United, we have fallen. So it hurts. It hurts to support Arsenal. It really hurts. Imagine we're going to play Villarreal and we're not even sure whether we shall go to the final. Even if we go to the final, we're not sure we can beat United. It's so heavy. It's so hard to support United. To support Arsenal. That's the truth. Very, very heavy. So, and that's why you've seen many fans coming out trying to, push Kroenke out, because it's tiring. It's heavy. You just feel, this club is so heavy. And for me, the reason is Kroenke. If Kroenke can leave, that's all. Lukalami says, thank you, Kosi. Big up, my bro. Thanks for his tuning in. If you want my numbers, I think I'll be providing them in the description. Some people really do want to talk to me. My numbers will be in the description there. Please don't compare Arsenal to Liverpool. Haha. Yeah, and that's the point. That's the point as we wrap up. 1 minute, just 1 minute, and then we'll wrap up. That is the point. I know you guys need to watch Real Madrid and Chelsea, but that is the point. 8 years ago, 10 years ago, Liverpool was struggling. They had the likes of Lovren. They were buying players like Andy Carroll, Stuart Downing. That was Liverpool. Now Liverpool has gone away from the likes of Luis Suarez to buying a 75 million defender. They have evolved so fast and so much. They have a Champions League in the last 5 years. They have a Premier League in the last 5 years. Liverpool. So you can see why everybody says Kroenke out. Then it's for him, he's after money, bro. Yeah, it's for Kroenke, it's the money. For Kroenke, it's the money. For Kroenke, it's the money. I did a channel, and still my content is not strong. You'll need a lot of time, bro. Liverpool Hub, you need a lot of time, to get your content to the levels where you want it. But make sure you upload regularly, and make sure you don't give up. Julian Brandt for the number 10 role. This is Stanley Tyron. If Odegaard doesn't stay and we can't afford Emi Buendia, I'll take Brandt. Thank you so much, Tande. I don't understand why everyone is saying Kroenke out. Someone answer for me, Don Nature. Some people, what are your honest opinions about Don Nature's thing? Because he says he doesn't understand why people. I am Ayman, the Liverpool Hub. I understand Ayman. I understand you, bro, very well. Try to make loads and lots of content. Yeah. Try to make loads and lots of content, okay? Make lots of content. Onyango, someone says, I'm really tired of Kroenke. Everybody's tired of Kroenke. Apart from, look, and let me say this. I said it would be 1 minute, so I'm wrapping up. Don Nature says, I don't understand why everyone is saying Kroenke out. And my simple answer is, as I close the show, is because he is not investing in Arsenal, and we want to be great again. This is a hard one. This is a hard name, but I can see entertainment. The Kroenkes need to let go of our beloved, FBC. Gotcha Live. Big up my brother Kroenke out. Liverpool Hub says, when I get a good number, we could do podcasts and we can do many things. Thank you so much. I'll be more than willing to do a podcast with you very, very well. So guys, it's been an interesting show. We've looked at the response of Stan Kroenke to the allegations of him selling. Till next time, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so make sure you don't miss a spot in the first 50,000 subscribers. We sign out. 1, 2, 3, Kroenke out. As always, come on, you Gunners.